right. Did you catch anything? You can go in and get your foods. Go on. It's in the bowl. All right. I have no idea if this will be of interest or anything like that, but, figured we'd give it a try. Good morning, chickens. Yeah, it's got a cheap little chest mount from Amazon. Works all right. Frees up the hands. Yeah. All right. Oh, goodness. Angry dinos. Oh, I need to get another bag of feed. So, be right back, guys. Well, this might be a little difficult with the chest mount, honestly. Let's see how this goes. Lug a 50-pound bag without snapping this little thing. All right. There we go. All right. Got it on the shoulder without breaking anything. Yeah, and I know on the camera it's got auto stabilization, so when I've been wearing this and making videos the past few days, it's not been shaking around as much. But I don't know if that's going to translate over to the live video. So, if you get motion sick, I'm sorry. Oh, somebody actually joined in. What's up? Hello! Where is... These things are ridiculous. Like, you gotta find the right little spot to start it. Actually, I got my pocket knife. What are you talking about? Got a little pocket knife. We can get this thing moving along a little better. There we go. All right. Whew. I figured if there was chat, then it would pop up on my screen, but now I'm not so sure. Holy crap, there's 13 people here now. Wow. Okay. Hi. 19. Good grief. Not bad for a first time. All right, ladies, let's go. Anybody want to try some? Dinky will. Dinky, you don't... There you go. Get first picks. Come on. Yeah. All right, come on. Come on, Stormy J. Hi, duckies. Yep, today you get to go to your new home. I'm supposed to come pick you up later. And the saga of the duck rescue will be complete. I guess to tell y'all what happened, so one of the guys who buys eggs from us told me that a friend of his had went out around Easter and just on a whim bought 2 ducks and was keeping them in a box in her room. And of course, that's not gonna work for ducks. Yes, I will get to you, floofy gentlemen, in a minute, okay? Oh, we actually got chat. Let's see. Some good-looking gals. Oh, say hi. Oh, well, hello, chatters. All right. Oh, I need the water for the ducks' food. So, yeah. So he hit me up. He was like, hey, y'all want some ducks? I was like, well, not really. There were some ducks here when we moved in, and then they got killed by a predator during the winter because they wouldn't come in to the coop. They weren't trained to do that before we got here. And, but after they died, we noticed that the fish in the pond, because we got catfish and brim out there, were doing a lot better without the ducks there. And so we're just, we were going to take them in. Look at these little things. They're so cute. But somebody else who has a pond offered to take them in. So we're going to let them go somewhere else. The chickens are blue-black splash Orpingtons. So the black one's obvious. They've got kind of an iridescent green to them. The blues are the grays. And then the splash are the white with the speckles. This is just a regular Buff Orpington that's one of our neighbors found on the side of the road. Apparently it got hit by a car. So we named her Roadrunner, and she integrated just fine. That just happened like 2 months ago, I guess. I don't know if you can see how good the color turns, but you can start seeing the green coming in on his head. And then her pattern is just really, really pretty. Now this is Stormy, by the way. This is our rooster. Stormy Jr., by the way, because our first one was Stormy, and he was the perfect gentleman and actually died in battle defending his ladies from an unknown predator. We assume a coyote or a stray dog. But we had one other after him that he was just a fat, greedy one. He was not a gentleman to his ladies. And but none of them have been aggressive like that. We've never been attacked by any of our roosters except for that one, the little fluffy one. That's Jareth. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, the ducks inside a chicken. So are they ducks and chickens? Well, there's 2 ducks. That's what I was saying. One of our egg clients, knew somebody who took in the chickens, or took in the roosters, sorry, irresponsibly, so we took over. But there is somebody who's coming to take them today, so this is just a temporary thing, as is this little cage. These are our 2 little girls. This is Miss Fancy Pants, and that is Augra. We just got Augra. And so this is Kramer. Yeah, he's a frizzle, and he's got a scissor bill, so that's why we feed the crumble to him. This is Feisty, who used to be the most feisty, and that is Mr. Jareth back there. Now, we're going to be getting 2 new baby goats to add to our weed eater population soon, and we're going to give Kramer and Feisty to her. It's my wife's cousin who we get them from in Texas. So we're going to swap out those as well. And then once that happens, then we'll take this cage out and Mr. Jareth will have his ladies all to himself because we're just kind of worried that the ladies might get a little harassed having 3 gentlemen always around him. Yep, there we go. Get the boot. This is the real action footage here. What's up, Jareth? He does not like my boots. It's okay. Okay, he's gonna chase me out too. Come on. You gonna do it? Oh, go, get it. No. Oh, well, sorry, I'm not going to go in there and bother them. They don't, if you pick them up and hold them, they're fine, but I can't really hold them right now with the chest-mounted camera thing. I don't think that would work very well, at least be comfortable for them. Okay, let's kick out the broody ladies. They are, gotta almost be done being broody. Come on. So if you don't know what broody means, it means that they decide, okay, oh good, there's only 2. Yay, go eat. What they decide is they don't want to lay eggs. They just want to sit on eggs, and we don't let them hatch eggs. We have an incubator, so they'll sit in there, and they won't lay eggs, and they won't go out and eat unless you make them go out and eat, and that can last a couple weeks. And the past couple weeks, we've had 4 of them being broody, so that cut our egg production down a bit, and yeah. So, luckily they are starting to get out of it. All right, what do we got here? Do we have any fishes like koi? Before we go down to the goats, we can feed the fish. Let's do that. Let's see what pops up. We have catfish, and we have brim, and we have seen like a silvery large carp in there off and on. He's very elusive. And sadly, we used to have an albino catfish that was in there naturally. And he was pretty big. I mean, he was probably about that big. We called him Moby. And last year, he just disappeared. So I'm guessing he died for some reason. Where's the food? Oh, yeah, it's in here. Where's that bucket? I have a bucket. Did it get moved? It must have gotten moved. Oh, well. Let's do a little bit just to see if anything comes up. Oh, man, I wish that was around there. Oh, well. Okay. Let's go see. Whoa. Yeah, it was really, really pretty to see, because you'd be just walking and you just see this like white sliver just kind of slithering around through the water, and it just passed by. It was like some Hayao Miyazaki water spirit or something like that. All right, we'll go over here in the middle. Let's see if we can lure some in. All right. Sorry, is the camera shake a whole lot, or is there like a compensator on here that I don't know about? Because if it is really bad, I can understand, you know, kind of getting motion sick or something. Let's see. All right, let's see if anybody comes up. Oh, we got some trimmers. There we are. There's the catfish. Yep. Yeah, you can see a couple heads there. Just had a gnat fly in my eye. It kind of shakes. I'm sorry. I don't care about money. Like, no, it's fine. I'm doing this anyway, and so I just thought, hey, you know, well, why not share it with folks? I mean, it's a different change of pace to the random, flashy, aggressive, crazy content that people are more normally looking at. I know I like when I'm going through, I come across a couple different farm people, and they're just chilling, hanging out with their animals. It's nice and relaxing, and so I don't care. If ever it gets to the point where I am making money on it, awesome. But don't worry, my wife and I both have full-time jobs as well as this, so we ain't hurting. There you go. Come on. There's some big ones. I don't see any of the huge ones just yet, but the lighting kind of is making it hard to see. In the evening when the sun's behind us, you can see that's a big one right there. You can see his big old head. All right, okay, so let's go take care of the goats. At least while I'm not doing anything, I can kind of hold it so it doesn't shake as bad, I guess. Yeah, well, yeah, and I wasn't really sure if live streaming would be something people would be interested in. It's definitely not something I can do every morning. Having the chest mount allows me to just turn on the camera and go about my chores, and if there's something worth doing, I can make some shorts, and I hadn't really made any in probably close to a year at this point, at least consistently. There for a while, I was pumping out a couple a day, or at least up to like 7 or 10 a week, and just kind of plateaued. And it, like I said, if I had to hold the phone in one hand and then feeding with the others, that was difficult. Pineville or Alexandria? No, I don't know that I've ever actually even heard of those towns. We are on the northwestern edge of Memphis, actually. So up close to Shelby Forest National Park. This is our nice trashy fencing room. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised that we even got up to 20 viewers there for a minute, but that's cool. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope it's entertaining or calming or whatever it may be for you. All right, baby goats, how you doing? All right. Hi there, baby Shub. Oh, come on, step back. This is Shub. Now, they're the same age, but she is bigger. She actually got rejected by her mama, so they had to bottle feed her, so she got bigger, fatter. Yeah. I named her Shub after Shub-Nagorath, the Goat of 1,000 Young from H.P. Lovecraft, because I'm a weirdo. And this one is Boots. For obvious reasons. She has her own fancy boots. My wife, we named her that one. Yeah, hi there, darling. She's a little more shy, but she has learned to love the Lovins, so. Yeah. Okay, let's get your breakfast. Yeah. Okay, well, Shub, you gotta get out of the way. I gotta get to the bucket. Like sage, it's so interesting. I like animals. Want to see how far away. Oh, okay. Sage, yes, I actually do like sage. I like the smell of sage. Yeah. Even had it in some good dishes. Sage is also a term for kind of a thinker, wise man kind of thing. A lot of you would have like the village sage or whatever, but I liked the term mad sage because I'm not necessarily saying that I'm always right on everything. I've got a lot of crazy ideas, but every once in a while something helpful and meaningful comes out. So to me it was just kind of a paradoxical title. So, but yeah, I've wanted to have a farm like this. We'll just go on a walk. How about that? So this is elderberry, by the way. This is our biggest elderberry bush. My wife makes jams and stuff every year with it, but the goats can't eat it. It's like one of the only things growing out here that the goats are not supposed to eat. But of course, they love it, and so we eventually just had to put a fence around it so they couldn't get at it. But yeah. But yeah, I've wanted to have a farm since I was a kid. My great-grandparents, I was lucky enough to meet all but one of my great-grandparents, and most of them had land in some degree, either in Kentucky or Alabama. It's kind of where my family split is at. And this is the ongoing project of my son's treehouse. So I'm gonna continue building on it. We've been working on it for about a year and a half now. Got the platform, and now we've got the climbing wall on the other side. He wanted a cargo net so he can lay in there like a hammock. And yeah, so I kind of grew up around in rural areas around this kind of stuff, and always thought I would have one. And then probably 20 years ago, it became a very pointed goal. Like I really wanted to do that someday. And so, I'd helped on farms and done a lot of reading and looking into different things that I wanted to do. And it just didn't really seem like it was in the cards. And then when I met my wife 9 years ago, actually, is when we met, as we kind of started growing together, I started mentioning this and mentioning that, and she got interested, and she started looking up like, oh, it's easy to keep chickens in town, because we were still living in Memphis at the time. And she was like, oh, you can actually keep chickens in town? I was like, yeah, as long as you don't have a rooster. So once she found a place where she could get chickens from, suddenly it was, okay, we got to build a coop, I'm getting chickens. And so it just started rolling, and then it was, she realized she could grow her own pepper plants because she does not have taste buds and eats habaneros straight off the plant and stuff like that. So I'm not so orally masochistic. But once she found that out, she wanted to grow her own stuff. And then it was neat to see things that I'd wanted to do become, her dream as well. And so it's just ramped up and ramped up and ramped up. And then we finally found this place at the end of 2022. And can you mention me in a short? Probably. I don't know. I can mention you when I'm out there with the goats, I guess, feeding the goats maybe one day. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually clip this, so I could maybe clip some of these parts. So there's obviously other elderberry. This is another big elderberry, and I just trimmed this thing down to my head height, not 3-4 weeks ago, and like you can see there's it just grows so huge so quickly. But the goats don't normally come down here when we're with them, so it's not a big an issue. Up there, it's just right next to the opening where they come out, and they'll just go straight to it. Just go straight to it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't forgot. I wasn't thinking about it. That's sweet. Got mulberry tree here. Oh, dropping them already. Do. Get a couple. There's quite a few up there. I may come down here later. I'm not gonna eat these right now. I'll wash them off since I've been out here with the animals. Oh, but yeah. This is a black cherry tree here, or a couple black cherry trees. These smaller ones sticking out, but they're still green, as you can see right there. But they get nabbed almost as soon as they get ripe. So, by the birds. This is our blueberry bush. It's the only one that's lasted. We got them from my grandmother's, and it's going good. It had like 100 blooms, not even joking, on it earlier, but a few weeks ago. But the rain wasn't coming for so long that they mostly dried up. So we'll be lucky if we get like 10. And now a lot of that, not all of it, but a lot of that is blackberries. You can see that. Yeah, so you can see they hadn't gotten ripe yet. But there's also like little tiny patches of blackberries everywhere. And it's a constant battle over here because there's pepper vine and elderberry and all sorts of stuff that just tries to grow up and smother it out. And there's a little bit over here. I went to see and fed peacocks, goats, chickens, and all of the, cool. I don't know where CM Farms is, but sounds like a fun little place. This is another mulberry tree, but it's a young one. So maybe next year it will actually grow some berries. Not really sure. We'll have to see. I love this tree, by the way. Look at this thing. It's monstrous. I'll swing on it. I'm sitting here like leaning back to get it to go. And we got a bunch of just beautiful, huge old trees. And we have some persimmon trees, or a persimmon tree, at least one, and a couple pecan trees. But the persimmons are so high up that we have to wait for them to fall when a branch breaks or something, or when they get super ripe. So we don't always make it out there in time. And the pecans, the squirrels are idiots and don't understand ripening. And while they're green, they'll go out there and they'll chew on them, and they don't taste good, of course, and they'll drop them. And so we never get any pecans because the squirrels are idiots. So, but so much for natural survival instincts and such. But yeah, this is my little patch of heaven. And I guess I'm gonna go in and do inside stuff. But at least today, I think we'll call that good. I really appreciate you for hanging out, for chatting, keeping me company. We'll probably do this at least once a week, I guess. Weekends are easier because I don't have to go to work, and I can kind of wake up a little later and just chill. But in the mornings, I'm kind of on a time crunch. So, well, it's been fun. Appreciate you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.